Oh, hello. I am. I Yes, I am kind of far away from the other gift wrapping tables. You're right. Well, they have the main wrapping area here at the mall, but they felt that my herbal tea was a little strong, so they moved me down to this end near the fire exit. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Um, it's just been a very stressful day. I need my comfort more than ever. Oh, it's not the holidays. I don't stress about the holidays at all. No, we don't have that problem in my family. No, well, we make all of our own gifts and we start well in advance. It's the right way. It's the way you should always do it. We start in June and we weave presents, we craft presents, we mold presents. So there's no stress at the holidays. We're all done. We finish making our wrapping paper by October. But I'm sure you're doing your best. The holidays are stressful this year because I am in need of cow manure. It's very important. I have not been able to get my flax seed to root this year. I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm fairly convinced it's the negative vibes coming from my neighbor. But unfortunately, it's my neighbor that I need to convince to sell me the cow manure. Well, one would think that being a good neighbor, she would simply donate the cow manure. And at first, she seemed willing to do that. But then I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But I made a comment about her daughter and the makeup she was wearing, and then all of a sudden she said the manure was $5 a pound. And so, but I have to have it. I have to have it. My guru said that my flaxseed will never root unless I mix it with cow manure. It has to be cow manure. Well, she has a pet cow, so you would think she has all the manure she needs. For her own gardening and purposes like that. Where do you get your cow manure? You don't. Well, does your flaxseed root without it? What does your guru say about that? Mm. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget that not everyone does things the right way. I'll have time for my deep breaths later. Um, I'm here working, earning money, wrapping gifts at the mall here at Christmas time so I can purchase the manure, and I need to get it very soon. Unfortunately, I worked for an hourly wage the first day, and then the manager came and talked to me, and he was really red in the face and shaking, and he said, "We can't pay you for what you're doing because you're just angering all the customers. So if you want to continue wrapping presents here, you're going to have to change the way you do it." And I said, "I can't do that. It's inappropriate, and I don't want cancer. I can't do it the way you say." And he was just flabbergasted, which most ignorant people are. You try to explain things to them, and you make the mistake of assuming they know things, and they just don't. And they get very frustrated and angry, and they take it out on me. But it's not my fault they don't know. So I tried to educate him about wrapping paper and commercially available products. And his eyes just glazed over like the disgusting little cancer holes that he eats. He eats donuts by the dozen. I said, I can't use your paper. You know, of course, that when you use wrapping paper that you purchase, you have no way of knowing. It doesn't state on the label where the paper was made, what it was made of, all the dyes in that paper, the products in the paper itself. You have no idea what they are. They could be lacing it with arsenic for all you know. And you wouldn't know. It could have asbestos in it. You certainly would never want to wrap your children's presents in that. I mean, so I said, I can't. It's too dangerous for me to handle this paper. I said, I only use my own paper, which I make of repurposed compost. I, yeah, well, if you know how to use compost, if you know how to truly work with it, it's like an art form. You can massage and shape your compost into lovely wrapping paper, and it's quite thick and very wonderful. Oh, no, no, no. See, he left that here. That is not mine. I don't even like to touch it, but I'm only going to touch it to move it. This, of course, don't breathe close to it. This is tape on a dispenser. And of course, this is that disgusting phony stuff, like people buy in stores. It's false, and it's riddled with chemicals and toxins, and I will not be using this. He keeps telling me I need to use this when I wrap my presents, and I said I simply will not do it. It even comes in this plastic thing that makes it easier to dispense the toxins to others. Isn't that charming? Don't touch it. I'm risking my own life doing so. Now we're just going to move that away. Just leave it over there like we do with nuclear waste. We're just going to leave it there. I don't want to disturb it too much. It's kind of like asbestos, if you fluff it, the fibers go into the air and everyone breathes them, and then they die of weird ailments that they talk about on TV. They get their own commercials. I hardly think it's fair. I've been making my own soap for years. I don't have my own commercials. I don't have lawyers wanting to talk to people about me. Not on TV, anyway. So I understand that you have some gifts. Well, that's my job. That's why I'm here. Unfortunately, I do not make an hourly wage now, but the manager was kind enough to let me put out that basket right there for tips. So if you would like to contribute to my cow manure fund, I would be very appreciative. I made that basket. Yes, I did. I know it is perfect, isn't it? Yes. I'm glad you noticed that. You have a good eye for perfection. I did. I wove that basket myself. Actually, I've been making baskets so long, I literally made that one in my sleep. I woke up the next morning and it was right by the bed. So, I would love to help you with your gifts if you would like for me to wrap them in my compost paper. Oh, no, no, no. It has no smell. Let me get the hair off of it. My llama was napping next to it this morning. I'm sorry. See, smell. There's no aroma at all. No, the only time you even get a faint whiff of compost is if it gets a little bit cold, like if you left it in your car for more than 5 or 10 minutes, which I'm sure you won't. It might have a slight tinge of a smell, but it's fleeting. It's just a waft of compost and then it goes away. It's perfect for this time of year because that's kind of how I feel about this whole thing that people like you do with your store-bought things and your phony. Never mind. We won't worry about that. There's no need to talk about that. So let's see what you have. What do you have here? You have your hands quite full. I should have asked you if you wanted to set them down. Oh, did you make this? This is beautiful. You did not make this? This really upsets me. See, these are gifts that stores have started selling, and they're counterfeit as far as I'm concerned. They're trying very hard to make them look real, like an actual gift that someone cared enough to make. I mean, that's how you know if someone truly cares about you. If they give you a gift that they made themselves, it's obvious they love you. If they didn't make it, they don't care about you at all. I mean, it's so sad. There's so little love anymore. But, so you purchased this? Where did you purchase this? Well, I hope you kept your receipts because I truly think you could give a better gift than this. My recommendation and what I've been doing for people, because I feel that it is my job to help others, I offer alternative gifts at my table. And see, that way you can return this thing to whatever store you bought it from. I have homemade soap. Now, these are my smelling soaps. You can't have these, but if you're interested, I can deliver soap right to your home. And the good thing about that is if you give me your address, we can actually talk about other ways to improve your life so you can live a more woke lifestyle. It's a wonderful opportunity for you because I will happily come and talk to you for hours about ways that you can live a more reasonable lifestyle. Yeah, like your clothes, for example. Well, first, they don't match, but I guess that's not the most important thing. Clearly, you bought them somewhere. Now, I make my own clothes. Yes, I do. I make all of my own things. I make my little's clothes. I make my spouse Fisher's clothes. Well, he was gone for a while. He kind of he had an expedition, but he is back. Well, his body's not back, but he sent back his life crystals in the mail. So I know that his spirit is back in our home, even though his body is somewhere else. He's back. So I'm very happy to have him back in our home. Yeah, it was, well, the postmark was from Argentina, so I don't really know, but I'm thinking he's somewhere off the continent. But his spirit is back, and that's what really matters. So, of course, I will be making him gifts, and we make all of our own clothing on our loom. I even made this zipper on a loom. That takes real skill. But if you're willing to work with me, I would be happy to show you how to do that. And it all starts with a reasonable, real gift. Something that someone made with their own two loving hands instead of a child in a sweatshop somewhere. I mean, doesn't that matter more at this time of year? To show somebody how much you really care. I mean, obviously you don't care enough to make it yourself, but you cared enough to let me do it for you so they can thank me. And maybe even the person you give the gift to can be there and we can all talk together and then they can thank me in person. Oh, well, okay. Well, if you're not interested in that, no, this is the only wrapping paper I have. Yeah, this is it. And see, I like it that way because you have continuity. When you look under their tree, which you grew yourself, I'm sure. I mean, you didn't grow. You have an artificial tree. It's like you don't care about the holidays at all. Do we need to sit down and have a discussion about artificial trees? First of all, it's a slap in the face to Mother Nature. I mean, why would you do that to her? She's never done anything but help you nurture your life. And then you slap her in the face by using a fake tree? Well, you know what they make those out of. Oh, my God. No, they use diacetyl in those things. And phenylpropylamine. You can't do that. There's BPA in your branches. Your children are going to pass away. I mean, I hate to bring you down here at the holidays, but I certainly hope you're not putting your children's gifts under that thing. It's like an umbrella of toxicity. It's just going to rain down chemicals on everything that you care about. But I guess it's too late now for you to go to the trouble of disposing of it and getting a real one. Couldn't you just as easily have gone out to the forest where you plant your Christmas trees every year and just get one, like chop it down? You don't have your own Christmas tree forest? Well, And see, I think we have a lot of things to talk about. Personally, I set aside a little area in our backyard to grow our trees, and they're perfect every year. I always keep 3 or 4 going at any time. It's like my own little forest back there, and I nourish them with scraps and vegetables left over from dinner, and they're just beautiful. And that way, I don't have to pay some faceless corporation to give me a tree. I provide it to my family myself, which, of course, we know if you really care about your family, you're going to provide everything they need. You're not going to pay somebody else to do it. I mean, the mere fact that you're here asking me to wrap all these presents for you clearly indicates you don't care. Where are you going? I don't understand why no one wants to listen. Hello. Yes, I am wrapping presents. It is very nice to see you. Please, please place your presents on the table. I think I irritated the last lady. I didn't tell her she could set her things down. And I think she got a little tired. Well, you know how meat eaters are. They don't have much energy and they have to set everything down. They get, well, no, I don't mean anything by that, of course. You know, if you eat meat, I'm sure you're a decent person somehow. Okay, so no, I am one of the official rappers. I'm not a homeless person. No, 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 no. I have my official gift wrapping station. I only work on tips. So you see that little basket there? If you like the job I do, you can give me a tip there. So what do you have? No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just looking at these. No, I do have boxes. Well, they're crafted out of pine needles. You just have to be careful not to run your finger against the grain or it will fall apart. Um, I'm just wondering, who did you get these for? Okay, well, I understand he's only 7, but you do know that if you give him these, all you're doing is celebrating something that just belches toxins into the air. You're encouraging a bad lifestyle. You may as well give him a carton of cigarettes and a pack of lighters. I mean, you know these things. Do you know how horrible these things are for the environment? No, I mean the real ones, the vehicles that drive around. Although not as much as they used to. Fortunately, they're dying out. You don't see as many of them now. They just belch smoke and exhaust into the air everywhere they go. And they don't even get there very fast. They go kind of slow. So they're just belching all this disgusting stuff into the air that we breathe. And you're going to give this to a 7-year-old? Do you know how impressionable 7-year-olds are? You know, I can't in good conscience let you do this. I feel I have to say something. Well, no reasonable person would want these anyway. I mean, no sane person likes Volkswagen buses. Oh, I know the aroma is a little strong. I'm sorry. Every time they open that door, it kind of wafts it that way. I apologize. It's crusted sea nettles. Yeah, and there's some red clay in there for fiber. Just don't mind that. It gives me iron as well. I have a better idea for this child. I think your child needs this and this. Yes, it is soap, but think about it. Open your mind up a little bit. Look at the beautiful colors here. Yellow is the color of sunshine. And you know how kids love sunshine. Yeah, I'm sure this 7-year-old does not want to stay inside playing video games all day. Yeah, I'm sure you know better than to even buy stuff like that for your child. Oh. Well, guess. But you have what now? Let me see. He does play video games. Okay, I guess he's beyond my soap. So this child, this is another present you're getting for this child? Hello, neighbor. You know, that reminds me. Oh no, I will not be wrapping this. No, absolutely not. It reminds me of my neighbor. See, the reason I'm here is because I'm trying to save up money to buy some cow manure from her. She was going to give it to me, and then I said something about her daughter, and then she didn't want to anymore. Then it was $5 a pound. Well, I've been here for 3 days, and so far I've made, let's see, there's a paper clip in there and some pocket lint. So I'm on my way. I'm hopeful that it's going to turn around any time now. You know, this kind of reminds me of the first time I met my neighbor. It was actually a very similar scene to this strange-looking man. Yeah, I was going through her garbage and I found some things that concerned me a great deal. And then I crawled under her attic and found even more disgusting stuff. Yeah. I don't know, she didn't seem very appreciative when I pointed out these things to her, when I was explaining to her, you know, obviously I found the problems that you have in your life, and the reason it seems that you're always yelling at your husband out in the front yard about stuff, it's because of your diet. It's all your diet. I never yell at my spouse. Never. There's never a need. No, he's absolutely perfect, and the reason he's perfect is because of our lifestyle. I found a corn dog wrapper in there. I found pizza boxes, a bag from McDonald's. Oh, I know. Ugh. There were so many unfortunate things in her garbage. I said, you know, this is why your life is terrible. And I told her I would even help her learn how to plant a garden and stuff, and she threw me out, and our relationship has not been good since then. So obviously you have a child that never goes outside. Well, you know how kids are. If you buy them video games, they're never going to play outside. No, I will not be wrapping that. Plus it's no, see, it's wrapped in that disgusting cellophane. I'm just cleansing it from my skin. That's all. Oh, don't take offense. Don't. You shouldn't. I'm sure it won't kill you right away. You'll probably be good for another few years. Hopefully your 7-year-old will be too. But who's to say? So no, I will not wrap that. And I will not wrap the buses either. Well, if you can just get your handmade gifts out, I would be happy to. You don't make gifts? You sound a little angry when you say that. Okay, well, I won't know until I look at them, but what else do you have? You must have a remarkable loom. Wow. This is nice work. Look at those seams. How did you get them? You used, okay. I know what it, no, don't tell me. I know. This is clay extract dye, isn't it? It is. This, I know you got this, you gathered the clay from the hillside and you what? Oh, you didn't make this. I should have guessed. No offense. I'm sure you're doing your best. So let's take a look at it. Animals of the world. Oh, my Fisher would know all about that. He saved the Argentinian sand flea, and he's still down there, I believe. He must be saving something else. Or maybe he's celebrating. I wouldn't know because I never hear from him. But I did get his spirit crystals, so he's here with me. That's all I need. Okay, I think these are labeled incorrectly. And see, that's what you get when you don't make your own clothes. They're never right. I loom all of my clothes and my family's clothes. We loom everything. So I don't have any need for your conventional garbage. This is not right. Trash panda? Danger noodle? Sea flap flap? Who made this shirt? Ugh. Formal chicken? Booble snoot? That's not even English. Tiger pony? Murder log. That's only if you don't understand them. So you can't worry about these animals. Once you can speak their language and you can communicate with them properly, you don't need to worry about that. Leather bird and a death floof. Well, this was clearly made by someone who doesn't speak English. No, I'm afraid I can't. I just don't think I can wrap that. I don't know what it was made out of. I don't know what the dyes are in this thing. I mean, just handling it just now, I could have ended up with something. Here, take that back. Take that back. That's terrible. Ugh, I think I got it on my jacket. Well, you can never be too careful. Well, I have to remove it now. I don't have a choice. It's what you've done to me. Ugh. I'm going to lay it over here on these cinder blocks. Don't touch it. I'm going to have to get Guy to decontaminate it. Guy? He's my son. Guy. No. Guy. With the back of the throat. Guy? No. Guy. Never mind. No, it's fine. Well, most people have trouble with it. That's why I have a class every Tuesday. If you're interested, I can give you a card. No, people in my life have trouble pronouncing his name, so we have education ceremonies every Tuesday. Guy is a wizard at decontaminating my things. You would be surprised how many times during the day I have drinks thrown at me. I know, I end up with Slurpees and slushies and iced coffee, all kinds of things thrown at me. I don't understand it. I try to help people live a better life and I'm punished for it. But, no good deed goes unpunished, so it's to be expected. I would be happy to help you if you have other items to be wrapped, perhaps. I don't understand this. What is this? I've never seen this before. What kind of device is this? A watch? Is this for you or? Oh, it's a child's watch. Well, why? Well, surely your children can tell by the position of the sun what time it is. My children are very good at that. Of course, my children are very good at everything. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but they're actually literally perfect at everything. I know. I'm truly blessed. Don't know what I did, but I must have done something. So you have a child who can't tell time, apparently? Oh, he likes this? This looks vaguely terrifying and gross. And again, you're giving your child something that promotes dangerous things. Look at this. It's a slice of cancer. Oops, I mean pizza. Look, there's meat on there. There's cheese on there. Processed stuff. GMO vegetables. Again, I think really your only choice for a gift for this unfortunate child is a pack of cigarettes and some lighters. Just tell him to smoke up. You might as well. I mean, that's basically what you're doing. Oh, look, it has a little thing where you can hang it. swinging bad choices right there. No, I'm afraid I don't want to use my compost paper on that. Oh, see? No, this is not provided by them all. Of course not. They're not going to provide good paper for you. They're going to provide the cheapest paper they can get. And who knows where it comes from? I certainly don't know. They're going to use the cheapest products. Yeah, and yeah. You didn't know you were going to get cancer for Christmas, did you? Happy holidays. Oh, there's no smell. I made this of compressed processed compost myself. I make it down in the basement because sometimes there are fumes from the rendering process. You can only really smell it if it gets kind of cold or if the wind changes direction suddenly. Well, you don't have anything else? Well, you didn't buy many presents for people this year. It must be a shame to not care about anyone. Oh, I didn't mean anything by it. I only try to help. I really hate how the holidays bring out the worst in people. Come. Yes. Merry Christmas, thank you. Oh, I know the lines are incredibly long at the other gift wrapping tables. I know. I've been watching them from here, 50 paces away. Exactly 50 paces away from them. I would be more than happy to help you today. And if you like my work, you can feel free to leave a tip in that perfect basket right there in front of you. Oh, no. That did not come from a store. I made that. I made it from reeds that I gathered from my koi pond. I literally made it in my sleep. Sometimes I amaze myself. I try to help people. I want to show them how to do these things, and they just, yes. Well, I would be happy to. What do you have? Oh, you're in a hurry? Okay. Well, maybe if you left home a little earlier, you wouldn't be in such a hurry now. Just a thought for later, maybe plan your time a little better. Oh, let me see. Wow, you put a lot of work into that. Oh, you must have been saving your juniper berries to dye these little pieces here. Where did you get them? And your marigolds must have come in. You didn't do this? Well, why would you give me something you didn't actually make? Well, that's a perfect way of saying, well, I don't give a crap about you, so here's some stuff that I just picked up somewhere. Like trash on the side of the road. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see now that you bought it. It has a tag on it. Oh my God. Okay, well, well, first of all, I know you didn't ask, but I feel compelled to tell you that this is really ugly. It's especially ugly now that I know that you didn't dye this and create it yourself. You could very easily have done this yourself. You didn't need to go purchase this. Oh, and it even comes with earrings. Well, isn't that special? I could make something like this easily in it would be a mere trifle, maybe 120 hours. You get your marigolds for the yellow. African violets are really good for the blue and the green. And the pink, believe it or not, you can do with daffodils. And pollen. If you collect enough pollen from tiger lilies, you could make this color right here. Now, you have to start this process in the springtime, so you really kind of have to plan ahead, which I know a lot of people are not good at planning ahead. And then Christmas comes around, and every year they act all surprised, like they had no idea it was going to happen. And then we have people like you that run out to the store, and they come home with something they could have made themselves if they had just started early enough. It's all about priorities. Like, I know that my priorities are always in the right place. Sometimes I'm proud of myself. Like I have to pat myself on the back. And it's good when I pat myself on the back because I can check for Slurpee residue. Every now and then someone will throw a drink at me. Well, I stand out by the road with my signs, and occasionally I get pelted with a drink as people drive by, and it's very unfortunate. I'm just trying to educate them as they drive along, and tell them that their cars are killing people and their fumes are going to destroy the environment, and that they should care more. But as I have said many times, no good deed goes unpunished. But since you can't plan ahead, I think this could be a good opportunity for you to learn a lesson. So I'm going to teach you a lesson at this point. I'm not wrapping this for you. But I think it would only be, I think it's a good penance for you. I think you should leave a tip. I definitely do. And see, that would cause you, hopefully it would, well, I'm hoping it would prompt you in the spring to start thinking about your gifts ahead of time, like maybe February, because you have to get your plants in the ground. You have to get your marigold ready. You have to get in your garden, you have to think about the things that you're going to plant if you want to make something like that. You want to make sure you clear out the area. And you don't have a garden? You don't have a garden at all? Anywhere? Oh my gosh. No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, no. I would actually be fine if you did leave. If you put a tip in there before you left, that would be... Well, never mind. I guess nobody has any money this year. Oh, sir, I can wrap that for you. I would love to. Please come. Hello, and Merry Christmas to you. Oh, you only have one thing. Well, I would love to wrap it for you. No, yeah, they do have choices for gift wrap over there, but really you're just choosing from, leukemia and mesothelioma and carcinogenic open sores, and no, I'm kind of like Henry Ford back when he made the Model T. You can pick any color you want as long as it's black. You can pick any color wrapping paper you want as long as it's brown. It's no, it is not commercial wrapping paper. This is very special wrapping paper for those special people in your life. I use this for all of my family. I would use it for my friends if I had any. It's compost. Compost paper. No. It hardly smells at all. Now, every time that door opens, the wind switches a little bit, so you may catch a little whiff. But here, see, you can't even smell that. Not at the moment, no. Yeah, it'll be fine. Well, let's see what you have. Okay, well, clearly you didn't make it. It's in a box. It's a Kit Kat clock. It's a kitty cat clock with rolling eyes and wagging tail. I roll my eyes a lot. I can relate to this store-bought monstrosity. No offense. Oh, and I see its eyes go back and forth. Yeah. That's me looking at all the people who judge me constantly. I deal with a lot of judgment from people every day. I feel like a salmon swimming upstream. All I want to do is help. I was put on this earth to help people understand everything they're doing wrong. And I'm punished for that. I don't have a choice in the matter. Now let me see here. Oh, there's a thing up here. It says, you cannot undo what you are, but you can be what you imagine. Well, I don't agree with that. actually, there may be some truth to that. I can't undo what I am. And what I am is I'm a teacher. No, not in a school. No, I wouldn't be a teacher in a school. That would be inappropriate, wouldn't it? I mean, that's just me encouraging and fostering something that I so violently disagree with. I homeschool my littles, and they're much better off for it. Everyone should do that. There's no excuse not to. Well, when you send them to those government re-education camps, that nothing good comes of that. The only good teacher is the parent. That's it. You really shouldn't let anyone else influence your littles if you actually care about them. And that's why I keep them close to me at all times, except occasionally when they run away. But when they run away, they always do wonderful things. Like they build canoes for people. They help people construct yurts and make all kinds of things. They knit their yogurt. They always do good things. So even when they run away from me, screaming into the night, I know it's for a good cause. And I know that I have done right by my littles. So, well, teachers are the most toxic people on the planet. I mean, I wouldn't have anything to do with one personally. You're a teacher. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. I totally understand. We agree with each other. Okay. Well, you have... Yes. I know, Mr. Thomas. I'm working very hard over here. Yeah. The mall is closing. Well, it doesn't look to me like it's closing. It looks like everybody's... Oh, it's special closing hours. Oh, okay. I didn't know. No, I understand special closing hours. I better go. So the special closing hour is 4:30. All right. Well, I will pack up and I will come back tomorrow. Oh, the mall's not open tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So it closes on Tuesdays. Okay. And Wednesdays. Well, then I'll try to come back after that then. I can't make any promises though. I have to milk my goats. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I will take my folding table and my basket with me. Great. I'll see you later.